If you could design your own home fighting game, what would it be like?
Good moves, graphics, colors, stamina, power, strength.
The sounds would have to be really good.
It's like quick. Instant replay would be my #1 choice to put in.
A game for me has to have a lot of action.
If it doesn't have action, then kids aren't going to want to play it.
Well, listen up, gamers. The designers at Sega have created the ultimate fighting experience. Introducing Eternal Champions, the new 24 meg masterpiece from Sega.
There's a lot of different fighting games out there. I mean, do we need more?
Other fighting games are tough, but Eternal Champions is a whole different experience. You have to use your brain as well as your brawn. The home offerings of other popular games are basically just watered down from the arcades. Not Eternal Champions, it's the first and only major fighting game designed exclusively for home play. Arcade-style action and a lot more, right in your living room. The Sega designers were totally into it. They based the Eternal Champions characters on actual fighting footage, complete with super realistic knockouts and knockdowns.
A lot of these fighting games, they have like little, really small characters, and I really think they should be bigger so you can like see more details.
Eternal Champions characters are larger and offer real and different martial arts styles for every fighter, each with over 35 moves. It's the most realistic action-packed fighting game ever created. How about this? This is the exclusive Overkill feature. It definitely gets the background into the battle. Eternal Champions also gives you more choices to play the way you want to. Controller options, background selections, custom battle features, even a tournament mode for up to 32 players.
Tournament mode for Eternal Champions, I think that would be very cool.
Of course, the ultimate comparison in any fighting game is in the boss sequence. In Eternal Champions, it's a journey into a completely new fighting dimension. Challenge and defeat the Eternal Champion in each of his 5 unique forms, and history could be altered. But it won't be easy. Eternal Champions is the only fighting game that features instant replay, a true technological breakthrough for a fighting game. Instant replay allows players to analyze and make calls on moves as they are replayed. The Eternal Champions cartridge is a built-in memory that records the entire bout as it happens. It lets the player play back the action with VCR-like controls. Automatic replays the entire match, or just part of a match, just as it occurs. Manual lets players zip back and forth through the match and freeze on any action. Highlight zips through the entire battle, automatically picking out the major action scenes. Highlight takes the player straight to the action that really matters. With arcade games, the training mode is usually a roll of quarters. That's where Eternal Champions offers the home game advantage. It's the only fighting game with built-in training modes. Dexterity spheres to build skill at controlling your fighter. Practice spheres to hone fighting tactics, and the Holo Trainer, in which the image of a selected fighter is projected from a floating sphere. And here's another Sega exclusive. Welcome to the Battle Room. Slug it out in this challenging chamber in which you set up the obstacles. No other game adds this kind of dimension. Eternal Champions is designed for both the 3-button and 6-button controller pads. Plus, it's the first fully activated game for Sega's Activator. With better characters, more realistic moves, faster play, and superior features, Eternal Champions will definitely change the way you think about fighting games. Eternal Champions, the ultimate experience from Sega.
Eternal Champions is gonna eat your old fighting games for lunch. No wonder. It has 9 huge warriors, 3 training modes, and over 315 martial arts moves. Bon appetit. Eternal Champions, only on Sega Genesis.
Let's run through a bunch of eternally excellent Eternal Champion moves and combinations. We'll cover every fighter and show you step-by-step combos to try on your own. Now bear in mind, these are designed for mid-level and advanced players who should already know the basics, so don't be frustrated if it takes a little time to master them. It takes practice to be perfect, okay? Remember, these are special moves designed just for this video. In this video, we'll show you moves with the 6-button controller. We'll refer to the buttons by their actions the same way the game manual does. A button is snap, the B button is thrust, the C button command is wheel, the X button is called straight, Y is lunge, and Z is swing. You got it? Standing moves will be called high, while bending or lower moves will be called low. Remember, you can back up the tape and keep watching until you've got a move mastered. Our first fighter is Jonathan Blade. Blade's a bounty hunter from the 21st century. His style is Kenpo, known as the fist method. Let's check out a few combos. This one is sure to achieve maximum damage. Start with a jumping thrust, then hit with a close lunge followed by a high swing. Then use the straight blade move with intense results. Here's the replay. Get your opponent's attention with a jumping wheel. Then follow it up with a low swing, a low thrust, and one of Blade's specialties, the Wild Fury attack. Say goodnight. You can maximize Blade's powerful kick moves with this combo. Start with a jumping snap, then hit with a close swing, a close wheel, and then a high wheel. Check the replay on that one. Attack your opponent with a jumping wheel, then follow with a low straight punch, a low swing, and finally, Blade's killer stun beam, which lets you finish with unabated force. Let's check that again. Shadow Yamato is a corporate assassin from 1993. She uses a combination of styles: taijutsu, a form of unarmed combat, mixed with ninjutsu, the art of invisibility. Jump at your foe with a flying thrust, then follow with a low lunge, high swing, and one of the flying step slides. It's sure to put him in traction for a few seconds. Let's see that one more time. For this one, start with a jumping wheel, followed by a close wheel. Then use Shadow's high-angle kick move, finishing with a high swing. Once more with feeling. This combo begins strong with a low swing, then goes into the high-angle kick move, finishing with a high swing. Hey, should we notify the next of kin? Again, Shadow's high-angle jump kicks her attack into maximum overdrive. Hit your opponent with a jumping swing, then a low lunge, followed by a low swing. Now, kick in the afterburners with the high-angle jump and close with a high thrust. In your face. Midnight is a biochemical scientist who was involved in the development of chemical warfare technology during the Vietnam era. After accidental exposure to one of the substances, Midnight was transformed into a modern-day vampire. His style is Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. For this combo, start off with a jumping snap, followed by a low snap and a high thrust. Before your opponent knows what's hit him, finish by using a powerful flying wall smash to send him reeling. Check that combo again. When you're in close, try this setup. Begin attacking with a jumping snap, a high swing, and a high snap. This should stun your opponent long enough to use the bedazzle move, drawing him in so you can inflict some serious damage. Whoa, harsh. Start this combo with a leaping thrust, then a close lunge followed by a high thrust and finishing with a wall smash. Here are those moves in real time. This powerful combo is surprisingly simple. Approach your opponent with a low wheel and end the move just short of him. then follow immediately with the overhead stomach punch move. Whoa, somebody call 911, huh? Those are the first 3 Eternal Champion fighters. Powerful? Yes. Challenging? Yes. Eternal? Duh, yes. After a word from our sponsor, we shall see more. Trident is a gladiator from the ancient realm of Atlantis. His fighting style is capoeira, a Brazilian form of combat that uses the foot as the strongest weapon and identifies the head as the weakest target. Start with the sliding trident move, pushing you into your opponent, then follow with a close wheel and high swing. Then finish up big with a plasma bolt. That's sure to cause some serious downtime. Here's that combo in real time. Jump forward at your opponent with a wheel, then use a low snap, followed by the sliding trident move, and finishing with a throw. Check out this powerful combo. Trident starts with a leaping forward wheel, followed by a low snap and a low thrust. This will have your opponent stunned while you launch a plasma bolt special delivery. For this one, do a jump forward snap, confuse the opponent by turning to liquid mode, then follow up with a close swing and then a high swing, finish with a plasma bolt. Look at this one again. Slash is a prehistoric warrior. His style is simple, pain, and lots of it. He uses any move or attack that causes damage, pain, and suffering. For mega damage with Slash, try this awesome combo. Jump forward at your opponent with a wheel, then follow with a close thrust and a high swing. And with the D-claw move. Gotta see that one in replay. This one also starts with a forward leaping wheel, but this time follow right away with a powerful double-footed kick, then a high kick, and finally a high swing. Ooh, pain, huh? Start with a forward jumping wheel, then hit with a close thrust and a massive 360 power swing. As your rival tries to recover, hit with a high swing and the running headbutt. Let's look at this one in real time. Hit hard with a leaping wheel and then a low thrust, a low wheel, and then make him dizzy with the power thud. Welcome to Club Slash, where we always rock the house. Larson Tyler is an ex-cat burglar from Chicago in the 1920s. Larson uses praying mantis kung fu as his fighting style. This big Larson combo starts with a leaping forward wheel, then throw the sai, hit with a close swing, then finish with a second high swing. Watch that one more time. Get in close with a jumping forward snap, then hit your foe with a close snap, a close thrust, and finally, Larson's swinging hammer fist. They won't know what hit him. Here's the replay. Start this one with a leaping forward wheel and follow with a low thrust and a low swing. Finish this deadly combo with a long distance sweep. Here, we'll see Larson's ceiling crawl move. Start off on the floor with a forward leaping wheel, then follow with a low swing. Now, go overhead with the ceiling crawl and let your opponent have it with the ceiling drop, Larson's most powerful move. Here's that one in real time. Xavier is an alchemist from the 17th century. He uses Hapkido cane fighting as his form of combat. This style emphasizes a discipline of non-violent counter defense. For this Xavier move, start out with a jumping snap, followed with a high snap, a high lunge, and then hit your opponent hard with a snap back move. Here's the real-time review of this combination. This time, hit your opponent with a jumping snap, immediately following with a close straight and a high lunge. Then, freeze him in position with the Midas touch. Now, you've got a few seconds to hit him with everything you've got. Look at this one again. Begin with a jumping swing followed by a low straight, then go to a low snap, a high lunge, and finish it with the strongest Xavier move, the Dragon Trap. Here, follow it in replay. Start here with a jumping swing, then hit your opponent with a low lunge and a high wheel attack. Now, finish with Xavier's attract and smack move. Is there a doctor in the house? Rax Coswell is a cyber fighter from the 24th century. Half human, half machine, Rax uses the art of Muay Thai kickboxing to obliterate his opponents. This combo takes advantage of one of Rax's most lethal moves, the cyber kick. First, hit your attacker with a leaping forward thrust, then pound hard. First with a close snap, then a high snap. Now, finish with the cyber kick. Take a look at that series again in real time. For this one, start with a close swing, then use Rax's turbine, neutralizing your opponent, and end with a high wheel in close. Here's the replay. Begin this sequence with a leaping forward swing, a high swing, and finally the cyber punch move. Rax shows no mercy with this combination. Hit your opponent with a leaping forward thrust, then a close thrust, followed by a close swing, and then the jet knee smash. Here's the action at regular speed. Our last fighter is Jetta Max. A circus acrobat, Jetta uses a combination of lethal styles. Savate, the French art of flamboyant hand and foot fighting, and Pencak Silat, an Indonesian style of empty hand fighting that combines lightning-quick strikes and counter-evasion. In this combo, Jetta takes to the air. Start your attack with a leaping wheel, then a low straight, then activate the ricochet move to where you can bounce and strike at will. Look at the real-time playback. Begin this move by attacking your opponent with a leaping wheel, then a close wheel following with a high swing, and then use the flying choke to nail your opponent to the wall. Here, Jetta attacks from above and below. Start off by hitting your foe with a leaping lunge, following right away with a low snap. Then take to the roof with a ceiling grab and let your bladerang go. Now you can dive from above. Here's the replay. Hit first with a leaping wheel, then a close swing, and then a high wheel. As your opponent wonders what hit him, go for the jugular with the spinning corkscrew. So that's it. Tips and tactics for every fighter. As you can see, Eternal Champions is the largest, most technologically advanced fighting game ever. Welcome to the next level.